Oh, fellas, there's one thing I forgot to mention to the TFL guys is that I used to be a nice guy. Let me give you one example. My ex-wife, uh, she had two kids when I met her, and um, I started dating her, and then I realized, you know what, this is not the person for me. So I started to break up with her, and she stopped taking her birth control pill, so she got pregnant. Just so she could get pregnant. So I said, you know, if you got pregnant, I would marry you because I was an old-fashioned male. You know, I had that same programming that many of you guys have. Okay, so we did get married, and 7 years after that, I got back into the dating game. And the first girlfriend that I had, she went out with her ex-boyfriend and had sex. I was such a nice guy. I thought, you know, once you start sleeping with a girl, that she wouldn't, you know, cheat on you. That's how bad I was. Okay. And another case in point is, you know, I've supported my ex-wife and my family the whole time. I just stopped giving her money about 4 years ago to pay her rent. Okay. And my kids are way past 18. The youngest is way past 18. I think he was 21 or 22 when I finally stopped giving her money for her rent. Okay. So I stopped enabling her. So I'm kind of like a normal dude with an edge now. I'm not some crazy asshole, although I've been called asshole by women so many damn times. I thought it was, you know, my middle name Alan instead. But I learned to get an edge to me because I realized the dating game isn't fair out there, and you're not promised that there will be a woman waiting for you out there. You know, that's kind of childish to have that kind of belief that because you've got a good heart that the world's going to bow at your feet and the most beautiful woman on the face of the earth is going to walk up and notice your good heart and give you love, fall down, open her legs for you. That's in a perfect world, but this is not a perfect world. In fact, this is far from it. So I realized that at an early age. Okay, I realized that I better learn some skills here. And notice how I responded. Now, just think. Also, my ex-wife was starting to see the second son's father, you know, in that time period. I didn't respond like you guys, you know, uh, go into rejection of all women, all that kind of stuff. I turned that around, and I became good at being able to attract women into my life. I know I wear the moniker of player supreme because I did become a supreme player at that game out there. Okay, so I accept the fact. Okay, it's a game. I'm going to learn how to play it. I'm not going to sit out and say I hate. It's a game. I hate that women can use guys. And it's unfortunate the world is like that out there, but there's nothing you can do to change it. It's unfortunate. It's not going to start with one person and everybody suddenly gets it because that's the way human beings are. So that's what we have to learn to accept. We can't do anything about that out there. It's I don't want to be defeatist and all that, and you know believe that we all could become some Gandhis and go out there and change the world. Because that's the way humanity is. That's the way it's biologically programmed into women. You can't change rewrite the biological coding. Okay, so the only thing you can do is learn what it's about and learn how to get yours. Now notice how I responded, as I was saying earlier, to my disasters. It really broke my heart that that girl Susie went out with, you know, her. She had moved to New York with her first boyfriend. That they broke up. She came back. He came back, and you know, after I had sex with her, she had sex with him. You know, so that's why I said, okay, well, two could play that game, and I became who I was. So I learned from it. Now, some people may say that, well, you learned something bad from it. I don't think it was bad to take the power back into my own hands, like a man. That's the way a man should be, having the power in his hands. There's an old saying out there that, you know, women without instruction are heading for destruction, you know, and a man without some self-instruction is heading for destruction also. So you got to self-instruct yourself in what's going on out there and learn how to get yours and come out on top. So put me in any type of situation, I'm going to figure a way to turn lemons into lemonade, as I always say. I'm turning lemons into lemonade. A lot of people can't see what I'm doing, and they don't understand, and they're so stuck on the negative stuff that they don't see beyond that I'm trying to turn lemons into lemonade in everything that I do. So life handed me some lemons, and I made some lemonade with it, and I've been drinking it very well in my life. I refuse to lay down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse to slow down. Just because things didn't go my way, I'll find a way around it. I'll bend the matrix and make it work for me, because I see the matrix for what it is. Okay, that's very important. You got to see life for what it really is, and not whine about it, not argue about it, not fight about it, not hold negativity about it. Because when you hold negativity, you create more negativity. Like will attract like. Negative shit will attract more negative shit. Okay, so you got to learn how to turn it into positive. Okay, so you were born not as tall as the rest of the guys out there. If you truly look around, you see other guys the same height with women. So what's your problem? It's obviously you, how you respond to stuff. And unfortunately, many men have been coddled. Okay, mommy didn't buy you that choo-choo train. So you get this entitlement thing going on. Or your mama did buy that choo-choo train. So you feel like everything should be your way, and it's not like that. And it shouldn't be like that. It's made up to allow the people who have the desire and the ability to push forward to come to the top. So those people that are at the very top of the society that have taken advantage of us, they got there because they did that. Okay? It's our fault for letting it happen. It's our fault for accepting the bullshit and not fighting back and trying to change, trying to better ourselves, trying to come up. Okay? So we can only blame ourselves. So I used to be a nice guy. Okay? Now I'm a dude, I'm a real man with an edge. Okay? So I learned how to change myself. And some people like to argue, well, I'm not going to change for women. Okay. Stay as you are. The definition of insanity is beating your head against the wall every time, expecting a different result. You're always going to get a headache. You keep doing that. So how about destroy the wall, and that way there's nothing to hit your head against? Or how about don't do that at all? So that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that does apply to fellows who think that I don't want to change myself for them. They're not changing themselves for me. Yes, they actually are. They read Cosmo magazine. They watch all these programs on how to dress, and they get a good education for the time they hit puberty. You ever look at their magazines? See what they're teaching young girls out there? How to get a man, how to keep a man, how to attract a man. They get an education that we don't get, which is why there are people like me around to show you how to attract a woman into your life. So what? She's not the perfect 10 that you're lusting over and slathering over there. But I will help you get women into your life so you can find some love. Okay? That's what it's about. Peace, fellas.